to get some common sense about investing with Craig Bolanos, the CEO and co-founder of Wealth Management Group. Craig, the markets are unpredictable right now. What are 3 truths you can tell us about investing to get through these turbulent times?
Angela, absolutely spot on. And yes, to say it's been a difficult year would probably be an understatement at best, because there's been so much uncertainty ever since the first quarter of 2022. Yet with all this unpredictability, all of these variables, there are still some truths that I think we hold to be self-evident as investors. And sometimes we need to be reminded, or in some cases, maybe comforted by those. And the first is this: long-term stock market returns, well, they include periods of poor returns, or what we call volatility. Stocks rarely rise without experiencing some setbacks along the way. And the truth is, the only way to participate in every single day of the meaningful advance of stocks is to have to endure some of the short-term volatility. And number 2, making predictions, it's just difficult. In fact, I would say it's nearly impossible on a day-to-day basis to trade all in or all out of this marketplace. I think having a portion of someone's capital that is buy and hold and rides through really makes long-term sense for most investors. And number 3, cash feels great, but cash is not going to be good long-term. Especially during times like these. Higher inflation, etc. Investors need to realize that with low interest rates, that return on cash is in fact a negative real return after we take into consideration inflation and taxes. And for that reason, while cash can be a tactical asset, can and should be deployed, it's definitely not a long-term hold above and beyond what I call emergency funds.
Craig, what's your number 1 recommendation about investing during volatile days?
Well, it's what it's always been. It's be very measured, be very intentional, and just don't panic. Make sure all of your investment philosophies are rooted relative to what's ultimately important, whether that was making a home purchase, funding college, or working towards not just getting retired, but staying retired. Because more often than not, the cause of permanent loss to investors, it's usually self-inflicted actions. It's going all in when those emotions of greed overtake somebody. And likewise, it's getting completely out when those emotions of fear overtake some level of common sense. So stay rooted to your long-term financial plan, invest with discipline, be robotic, be systematic, be unemotional during the process. And if you follow those keys, you too are likely to achieve your own investing goals, hopes, and dreams. I'm Craig Bolanos, the CEO and founder of Wealth Management Group. If you'd like to learn more, you can. Check out our website, investwithwmg.com.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.